Before we talk about exercise, let me tell you about a moment most people never mention.
It's early morning. The house is quiet.
You're standing at the bottom of the stairs, and you pause.
Not because you retired.
Not because you're injured. You pause because your body hesitates, just for a second, before your mind decides what to do. That second feels small.
But it's not.
Because that's how independence quietly begins to slip away.
Not with pain.
Not with a diagnosis.
But with hesitation.
Most people think aging happens year by year. But in reality, it happens moment by moment, when your body starts pulling back from movements it used to do without thinking.
Stairs. Chairs. Bending down. Standing still.
And here's the part no one tells you. That hesitation isn't just getting older. It's your body slowly unlearning movement. The good news? What the body unlearns, it can relearn. Today I'm going to show you 5 simple movements designed for people over 60. Not workouts, not gym routines, but movements that protect your strength, your balance, and most importantly, your independence.
No pressure. No pain.
Just a smarter way to keep your life from getting smaller. After 60, most people believe exercise is about pushing harder, sweating more, or trying to get their body back to where it was. But that mindset is exactly why so many people quit. Because your body at this stage of life isn't asking to be pushed. It's asking to be understood. When you were younger, exercise was about performance.
How fast you could run. How much you could lift.
How long you could go. After 60, exercise becomes something very different. It becomes about protection.
Protection for your joints. Protection for your balance.
Protection for the simple movements that allow you to live on your own terms. Here's the mistake most people make. They think if they don't feel sore, it doesn't count. But soreness isn't progress anymore.
Control is. Confidence is.
Being able to stand up without thinking. Walk across a room without holding onto furniture. Carry groceries without planning your next move.
That's real strength now.
And the truth is, your body doesn't need more exercises. It needs the right movements. Movements that remind your muscles, your joints, and your nervous system how to work together again. Movements that feel safe, but quietly rebuild capability. That's why today, we're not chasing workouts. We're restoring movement. Because when movement comes back, confidence follows. And when confidence returns, independence stays. Let's start with something most people don't expect.
Not the legs. Not the arms.
But the place that quietly holds everything together.
Picture this.
You're standing at the kitchen sink, washing dishes.
Nothing heavy. Nothing difficult.
And yet, after a few minutes, your lower back starts to tighten.
Your shoulders drift forward.
You find yourself shifting your weight, looking for relief. That discomfort isn't a sign that your body is weak. It's a sign that your body has lost its anchor. Your core isn't about flat stomachs or looking fit. It's the internal support system that keeps you upright, balanced, and stable during everyday life. When that system weakens, your body compensates.
Your back works harder. Your hips lock up.
Your balance becomes less reliable. This first movement is about teaching your body how to hold itself again. You can do it on the floor, on your knees, or even supported on a raised surface. The position doesn't matter as much as the feeling. You gently tighten your midsection, not bracing for pain, but as if you're preparing to cough or laugh. Your spine stays long. Your breathing stays calm.
There's no rush here. No shaking. No strain.
Just a quiet sense of connection, as your body remembers how to stabilize itself. And here's what surprises most people. When this area wakes up, standing feels easier. Your posture improves without effort. Even your balance feels more predictable.
This isn't a flashy movement.
No one at the gym would notice it. But in daily life, it changes everything. Because stability doesn't start at your feet.
It starts at your center.
Now let's talk about one of the most avoided movements after 60.
Bending down. Not because it's hard.
But because it feels risky. Think about the last time something fell on the floor.
Your keys. A piece of mail. A small object you used to grab without thinking.
Did you bend down right away? Or did you pause, scan the room, look for a chair or table to hold onto? That hesitation isn't fear of bending. It's fear of not getting back up. Over time, many people stop bending altogether. They squat awkwardly. They fold their back. Or they simply avoid the movement completely. And that's where the problem begins. Because the body doesn't lose strength from age. It loses strength from avoidance. This movement teaches your body a safer, more confident way to bend. Instead of collapsing forward, you shift your hips back slightly, as if closing a car door behind you. Your spine stays long. Your weight stays balanced through your feet. You're not reaching for the floor. You're hinging from your hips. There's no rush. You go only as far as feels stable. At first, this movement may feel unfamiliar.
That's a good sign.
It means your body is learning a pattern it hasn't used in a while. With practice, something changes.
Picking things up feels controlled again.
Your back stops taking all the stress. And standing back up feels reliable. This isn't about flexibility. It's about trust. Trust that your body knows how to move safely, and that it can bring you back to standing without panic. Let's shift to a movement you use more often than you realize.
Pushing.
Pushing a heavy door at the grocery store.
Pushing yourself up from the couch. Bracing your hands on a counter to steady yourself.
These moments don't look like exercise, but they quietly determine how independent you feel every day. As we get older, many people stop training this movement. Not on purpose, but because traditional push-ups feel intimidating, uncomfortable, or hard on the shoulders and wrists.
So the arms weaken. The shoulders lose confidence.
And simple tasks start to feel heavier than they should. This movement restores that strength, without forcing you onto the floor. Standing a comfortable distance from a wall or kitchen counter, you place your hands forward and gently press your body away. Your body stays long. Your breathing stays steady. There's no rush to finish a number of repetitions. Each press is slow and controlled. What you're really teaching your body is coordination. Arms, shoulders, and core working together again, the way they were meant to. With time, everyday moments start to change. Standing up from a chair feels smoother. Pushing open doors feels effortless. Even carrying yourself feels more secure. This isn't about upper body strength for show. It's about restoring your ability to support yourself. Because when your arms can help your body,
your confidence comes back.
Here's a question most people don't ask themselves until it becomes a problem.
How confident do you feel? Just standing still?
Waiting in line at the pharmacy.
Talking with a friend. Standing at the kitchen counter.
For many people over 60, it's not walking that feels uncertain.
It's standing without moving. The legs get tired. The body shifts.
The mind quietly looks for something to hold on to. This movement isn't about stepping, marching, or moving fast. It's about teaching your body how to support itself calmly. You begin by placing your feet a little wider than usual. You lower your center just slightly, not into a squat, but enough to feel your legs engage.
Your chest stays open.
Your breathing stays relaxed.
And then, you wait. No bouncing. No rushing. At first, your legs may shake a little.
That's not weakness.
That's your nervous system waking up.
What you're training here isn't just muscle.
It's communication. Your brain is learning to trust your legs again.
Your body is learning that it can hold you, quietly and steadily. With time, something subtle but powerful happens.
Standing feels less tiring.
You stop shifting your weight constantly.
You feel grounded.
And that feeling carries over everywhere. In lines, in conversations, in everyday moments you never thought twice about before. Because balance isn't about movement. It's about confidence in stillness. Let's talk about something that has quietly changed for many people over time.
Lifting.
A grocery bag.
A laundry basket. A small box from the floor.
You don't lift because you want to. You lift because life asks you to.
And somewhere along the way, lifting started to feel dangerous. Not heavy, dangerous. One wrong move. One sharp pain.
One moment where the back locks up and refuses to cooperate. So people adapt. They hold their breath. They round their spine. They rush the movement just to get it over with. This movement teaches your body how to lift without fear.
You begin close to the object, never reaching forward. Your feet are planted. Your hips move back, not your back down. Before you lift, you pause. You take a breath. You gently tighten your core, as if preparing to cough. Then you lift smoothly, keeping the object close to your body. No jerking. No twisting. The power comes from your legs and hips, not your spine. At first, this may feel slower than what you're used to. That's the point. Speed creates risk. Control creates safety. With practice, lifting becomes predictable again. Your back stays calm.
Your movements feel deliberate. And the fear that once showed up before lifting starts to fade. Because independence doesn't mean lifting heavy things. It means lifting everyday things, without worry. By now, you may have noticed something important. None of these movements were extreme. None required special equipment. And none were about pushing your limits. Yet together, they begin to change how your body responds to daily life.
You stand up without thinking twice. You bend down without hesitation. You pause without feeling unsteady.
And the biggest change?
Your mind relaxes.
Because so much of what we call aging is really anticipation.
Anticipation of pain. Anticipation of losing balance.
Anticipation of needing help. When the body moves with confidence, that anticipation fades. You stop planning your movements around fear. You stop scanning rooms for something to grab. You stop measuring every step. Instead, movement becomes quiet again.
Reliable.
And that quiet reliability is what independence feels like. It's not about being strong like you were at 30. It's about trusting your body at the age you are now.
These movements don't promise miracles.
They promise something better.
Consistency. Safety.
And the ability to say, I've got this, without thinking. Because when your body cooperates, life opens back up. There's a word we hear often as we get older.
Independence.
Most people think it means doing everything on your own. Never asking for help. Never slowing down. But that definition creates pressure, not freedom. Real independence isn't about doing more. It's about worrying less. It's about knowing you can get up when you sit down. Knowing you can bend without fear.
Knowing your body won't surprise you at the wrong moment.
Independence is confidence in small moments. Standing in the shower without rushing. Walking across a parking lot without scanning for hazards. Carrying groceries without planning every step. And here's the part most people never tell you.
Independence doesn't disappear suddenly.
It fades quietly, when movement feels uncertain. The good news? It returns the same way. Quietly. Gradually. One safe movement at a time.
You don't need intense workouts.
You don't need to push through pain. You need movements that remind your body how to support you. That's what these movements are designed to do.
They don't fight aging.
They work with your body, as it is now. And that's how independence is preserved.
So here is my question for you. Not how old are you? Not how fit are you?
But this, how confident do you feel in your own body, right now? Because confidence doesn't come from motivation. It comes from experience. And experience starts with one small action. You don't need to do all 5 movements today.
You don't need a perfect routine. Pick one. Just one. Do it slowly. Do it with attention.
Do it with respect for where your body is today, not where it used to be.
And then do it again tomorrow.
That's how strength returns. That's how balance improves. That's how independence stays yours. If this video helped you see movement differently, share it with someone you care about. Not because they're weak, but because they deserve to stay strong. And if you want more simple, safe ways to keep your body steady, confident, and capable after 60, make sure you're subscribed. Growing older is not a problem to fix. It's a phase to move through, wisely, intentionally, and on your own terms. I'll see you in the next video.